Hi guys, today I will talk one of the very important questions about the Singleton class. So this is the questions that every interviewer asks during the time of interview. So I believe like this is one of the most important concept that all the developers should know what is a singleton. So here, well, so for the definition of singleton, yeah, is a singleton is a class that is supposed to have only one instance for JVM. Okay, that means the same instance of the singleton class is used by the multiple thread. So now the question will be uh, what is the use of singleton? What is the use of creating a singleton class, right? So yep. So we create a singleton class where the same instance is common to all threads and objects within the JVM. So if you want to know the real scenario, then I would say while we configuring the file or configuration anything, and so kind of like setting the database connection, logging the manager, logging the loggers. So yeah, so in those scenario, generally we use the single class, and there are other scenario also where we can. There are a lot of use cases where we can use a single class. So here I will go with like how do we create a singleton class, and I have already written the code here, so it won't take more time because we are preparing for the interview, right? So yep, here a singleton class. I have created a single class. This is the traditional way, and this is a eager way of initializing the instance of singleton class, right? So here the static final singleton instance class. I have creating a singleton. I made static final, and be sure like while creating the singleton class, the constructor should be always private, right? So this is one traditional way of creating a singleton class. So this is a static means this will load at the class load time, right? So the problem is even though we don't need it, it will create a instance, right? It will create an instance even though we don't need. Or let's say if the object is big, then it will take more time, right? So that is the one of the disadvantage um, of eager loading, right? If you don't need, then why we should load it, right? So that is the disadvantage. And the same way I have just made with like a public class. Like generally we make a field as a private, right? So okay, so here is another class. Okay, let me uncomment this. Okay, so here this is singleton. Okay, this will show error. So okay, let me make it one. Okay, so we are get from. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, let it be. Okay, otherwise I will just make it comment, right? I will comment it. Mm, okay. So here now this is the same way of the above one. Like just only we are making I'm making here the private field and making a public field to get an instance. There is no difference in almost like a first and second process. And the third was, and yeah, big sure like these are not thread safe, right? We can see here these are not thread safe. And another way is creating a similar class is eager lazy loading. So here lazy loading means when we need, then only we'll create, otherwise we won't create it, right? This is only when we create, when we need it, then only we'll just call it get instance, then it will check if it is null, then it will create and return the instance. This is a lazy loading, right? It will create only instance when we need. And here this is a thread shape, and we can see here like instance equal to null and instance equal to null, and I have synchronized this class. So this is, we call it double checking. So interviewer want to listen the point double checking, so we should check here, we are checking here double two times, right? So this is the one of the main important points in terms of interview, and even in the creating the multi-threading synchronous class shape. So yeah, if we'll talk, these are the way of creating a single class. But is this only the way of creating a class object, or there are any other way? So yeah, I know like there are other option way also creating the instance of a class. For example, we can create an instance of a class by using the clonable, by implementing the clonable, right? And also we can create an object by implementing the interface serializable this serialization. And also we can create an object by, even though we do have the private constructor, we can create an object by using the reflection also. So if we know this only, then this singleton pattern can be break down by using the clonable, serializable, and then the reflection, right? So let's see with the example of how the singleton pattern is breakdown using the serializable and deserializable, right? And then other option. So here we can see, okay, let me comment this one now, and let me on, okay, now this is okay, and let me on comment this also, and okay, let me on comment this one, right? So now we're talking about the um, serializable and serializable, creating then instance using the serialization, right? So this is also one of the approach to create an object using the serialization. Oh, sorry. Mm, oh, sorry. Okay, so here I am having a serial class, which, and here I have the main where I'm getting the instance of singleton class. I'm serializing here. So once I serialize and if I deserialize it, I can get I can I can get an object, right? I can get object. If you will check it, then it will return two object will be same. So this break the singleton pattern, right? So to fix this issue, we have a method called reresolve. So in here, we can uh, we can override the method protected object read. Yeah, return instance. So if we will override, if we will implement this protect or read resolve method in the singleton class, then this will prevent creating the object in times of deserialization, right? So this way we can improve. But in, let's see, what about the reflection, right? There is no I guess there is no any way to to prevent with the help of reflection, right? So here in the reflection, if I comment this, okay, um, if I uncomment this, so we know the reflection is a power to get the constructor, to get all the methods, to get all the fields and set the accessibility, right? So we cannot prevent using the reflection. So what will now, maybe there may be question, what is the best way of creating a single class? So I would say the best way of creating a single class is enum. So we can create a public enum. Here I just add a public enum. Okay, public enum singular class. So here I cannot make it here because I'm using in the same class. So yep, this is one way of creating a singleton, and this makes you 100% guaranteed that it will create a single object for JVM. Yeah, so this is the one of the most important questions. I hope you like this videos, and if you do have any comments, please comments on the comment box. Thank you. Have a good day.